Welcome to another episode of Kookievision. In this video, I'm going to be making some lovebird hearts, and I just want to note that this tutorial was based off of a photo tutorial designed by Rocío of Little Wonderland, so I will give you the link to her tutorial in the description of this video. So I'm going to start with the one side, the one bird, and I did a nice gentle curve with a number 2 tip and a piping consistency white royal icing, and I just basically did the one side of the heart with a gentle curve down the middle towards the bottom, and I'm filling this in with a flooding consistency white royal icing and using my scribe tool to even everything out. Now I want this white part to crust over a little bit before I work on the next step, and that is the other bird. And I'm just outlining the rest of the heart with this vintage green color, which is actually a mixture of mint green and sky blue Americolor dye gel. And I'm filling it in with a flooding consistency of the same color from a squeeze bottle. And again, the outline was done with a number 2 tip piping consistency. And I'm just using my scribe tool to even everything out and get rid of any air bubbles. And this will be it for the flooding step. At this point, I usually let my cookies dry overnight because I am doing a lot of cookies at a time, but they only need probably at least 8 hours to dry. Since I am using this pink luster dust and I am using a little bit of pressure with this cotton swab, I want to make sure that they're at least dry enough that I can press on them without the icing giving out. And I just wanted to give them some little blushy cheeks, so I had that pink petal dust with the Q-tip, and I just dabbed it on their cheeks and got rid of the excess with a fluffy brush. Next, I've got some stiff consistency brown, nice chocolate brown royal icing with a number 2 tip. And I wanted it to be a little bit more stiff consistency because I wanted to keep the texture, because this is a twig that the birds are sitting on, and I wanted some nice bark texture instead of just making it completely smooth. Next, I've got some piping consistency orange royal icing here with a number 2 tip and a piping bag, and I'm basically creating little beaks for them, just creating a little bit of a blob and then kind of pulling downwards towards a point. And then I'm also creating some little tiny claws for the bird's feet, and each foot gets two little toes. So there's 8 of these little shapes all together. I've also got the same piping consistency vintage green that I used to outline the bird in the first place, and I just gave the green bird a little bit of a wing shape. Same goes with the white bird. I did the same thing with a piping consistency white royal icing, again a number 2 tip. You could also use a number 1 tip if you wanted it to be a little bit more neater, especially if your icing is on the a bit of a looser side. I've also got some black, super black Americolor gel dye that I've mixed with a little bit of vodka just to make it paintable and more diluted. And I have a liner, a very fine liner brush here, and I'm creating the eyes. So I've given her like a little bit of a sleepy eye with a little bit of a flare on the end to create a bit of an eyelash. And I've given him a little bit of a sleepy eye, so it's just a little U shape. And there we go. These are the final little lovebird shaped hearts. And you can see how cute they look. And again, the design credit goes out to Rocío of Little Wonderland. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like me on Facebook and on Instagram. Bye!